Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. We got a lot of crazy people out here, and we already know that. And with these crazy people, they bring crazy stories. And this story right here, I want to share with you that just recently happened is one of the craziest I've seen so far this year. One of the craziest stories, guys. The man pictured on the screen, right? Now this takes place in New Orleans, Louisiana. Shout out to the NO. And it's about this man up here. This guy right here, because I don't have my notes ready. This guy's name is, figured I'd be prepared. John Pittman, 34 years old. This guy right here was arrested around 2 o'clock yesterday, p.m. Why, you may ask? This dude, for some odd reason, took a chainsaw and cut his 70-year-old mother's arm off. And if that's not bad enough, he got into a big fight with the police, which they'll show you right here, where a couple of officers got injured. I don't know what makes people do this type of stuff, but they do it, and we cover it on this channel. Take a look at this, and we'll be right back to talk about it.
Tonight, we are getting a look at the scene following a gruesome attack that left a woman with her arm severed. Police say 34-year-old John Pittman used a chainsaw to cut the woman's arm off, who they believe is his mother.
WDSU reporter Jonah Gilmore is live at 10. Jonah, you got video that shows the moment the suspect was arrested.
Well, Stella, Gina also talked to a neighbor who describes hearing a noise sounding like a chainsaw, then a woman screaming. She says that she never imagined anything like that happening so close to her home, telling me it was pure chaos.
I know, that's crazy.
This chaotic scene unfolding after police say the man seen in this video used a chainsaw to cut off a woman's arm.
Upon their arrival, the officers located the victim suffering from what appeared to be a severed arm.
Monday afternoon, a chainsaw was seen being put into a brown evidence bag as several evidence markers lined the sidewalk and stairs at the home on Franklin Avenue. Tawana Crockett, who lives nearby, says she heard the chaos.
To see and hear something like this is it's shocking. It's disturbing.
According to New Orleans police, the woman who had her arm cut off is 70 years old. Police believe she is the mother of the suspect, but details about what led to the attack are unknown.
Right now, detectives are in the process of gathering information to identify a motive right now.
This video obtained by WDSU shows the man police identify as 34-year-old John Pittman wrestling with officers in the aftermath. At one point, the group falls backwards downstairs. Then you see an officer holding her head while stumbling to a nearby car. A spokesperson with NOPD says 2 officers were injured.
We do understand that they did receive mild to moderate injuries in the process of engaging the suspect.
The video goes on to show additional officers from multiple agencies wrestling with Pittman. He is eventually put into a car moments before the chainsaw is carried away. Police say the woman whose arm was severed is in critical condition, and Crockett says she hopes the victim recovers.
I just don't feel good about it. I know.
Now, police have not released any details about the victim's identity. As for Pittman, he's facing charges of aggravated battery by cutting and resisting arrest. We're live downtown in New Orleans Police Headquarters. Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.
We are following breaking news this afternoon. This is out of Gentilly.
Investigators say 2 police officers have been injured after responding to an incident in that part of the city.
Yeah, that incident, a 70-year-old woman in critical condition after her arm was cut off. WDSU's Courtney Williams joins us live now from Franklin and Elder, just north of I-610. One of 2 scenes there, Courtney, and what can you tell us about this investigation?
That's right, Randy. Currently, I'm standing here in the 3500 block of Franklin Avenue. And just a short while ago, we learned from NOPD officers that 34-year-old John Pittman is accused of cutting off his 70-year-old mother's arm with a chainsaw. Now, in this incident, 2 officers were also injured, and they were taken to the hospital with mild to moderate injuries. Now, I want you all to go ahead and take a look here at the scene. Behind me, you can see caution tape is still here. Investigators are on scene trying to figure out exactly what led to this incident. Now, I did ask officers a little bit about what possibly led to a motive of this 34-year-old man cutting off his mother's arm with a chainsaw, and they say at this time they do not have a motive. But I want you all to take a close look to the staircase. This is actually where we heard from neighbors here in the area that the officer that was injured actually fell down this staircase, and that's how one of those officers was actually injured in this incident. Now, we do know that there is 2 locations that result from this incident. It started off here after that woman had her arm cut off. She then ran to another location to get help from someone. Now, once again, this is still a very fluid situation. Officers are also still trying to confirm what exactly led to this incident. Once again, the suspect is 34-year-old John Pittman, and he is accused of cutting off his 70-year-old mother's arm, who is now in critical condition at the hospital. And this is just a very sad situation. We asked officers, we talked to neighbors in the area to see if they had multiple instances here at this house, and they say they never really had any disturbances here. Once again, we'll continue to ask more questions and get answers for you all so that we can figure out exactly why this took place and what took place in this area exactly. Now, once again, we'll keep you guys updated both on air and online at WDSU.com. But for now, reporting live, Courtney Williams, WDSU News.
That's the story of John Pittman. And, you know, this guy right here has a history of violence against senior citizens. I just found an article from last year, and it goes back to what we all talk about, you know, with these violent people. How are they still out after committing another violent act? This happened around August 16, 2023, and this reads as follows. Check this out. A 73-year-old military veteran was just passing through New Orleans when he was brutally attacked in the bathroom of a bus station in New Orleans. The New Orleans Police Department says the attack happened at Union Passenger Terminal on Loyola Avenue, Saturday, August 12th, around 10:24 a.m. The victim, Dale Ball, was on his way back home to Washington State after visiting Alabama, where he had been assisting his daughter in making a funeral arrangements for her deceased husband. His family says he made a pit stop in New Orleans to celebrate his second honeymoon. According to the police report, Ball was found laying on his back in the bathroom with a pool of blood underneath his head. First responders say he was only coherent enough to provide his first name due to the severity of his injuries. I was angry, very angry. How can anybody attack an elderly gentleman, his daughter, Trina Balderson, asked. I just lost my husband and had this happen to my dad. I'm just angry. Ball, a Marine veteran, suffered a fractured eye socket and a fractured jawbone. He is still in severe concussion protocol, and this was last year, guys, so this is later. Ball's son, Dale Jr., said, in and out of consciousness at the hospital. He's got swelling on his brain, said Balderson. Ball was losing a significant amount of blood before the Good Samaritan alerted a security guard who captured the suspect, John Pittman, as he attempted to flee the scene. Pittman resisted arrest and was subdued with pepper spray. The doctors are still treating Ball for his injuries while his family prays for a swift recovery. His loved ones are planning to travel to New Orleans to support him during his hospitalization. And that's it. Okay. There you have it. This guy, August, some months back, not even a year yet, punched an old dude in the face, a 73-year-old veteran in the face in a bathroom at a bus station, bust his eye socket, excessive bleeding out the back of his head, and he's out. He's out. How come he wasn't locked up for that? How is this guy out? These type of situations, they stair-step in the violence and aggression and all this other stuff. I think he's mentally messed up. Now they saying they don't know. You got to be a little bit crazy to use a chainsaw on anybody, let alone your own mom. I'm going to tell you something. A wound like that, if you ever went and Googled it, if you got the stomach for it, you can go and Google chainsaw accident. Just like when it hits wood, it shoots pieces of wood off, you lose pieces of your body as well, in addition to what's severed. It's a horrific scar when it heals because a lot of muscle's gone. And what's crazy about this thing, you know, if this story wasn't crazy enough, if you guys were paying attention, he cut her arm off and she ran to another location. Can you imagine that? That's a lot of blood loss. She's lucky to be alive right now. At 70 years old, surgery is always a dice game. I mean, a dice roll. Because anesthesia affects everybody differently. I don't know what his problem was, but I mean, evidently, it pushed him over the top to where he got creative in hurting his own damn mom. It's like the justice system don't give a damn. I mean, they should have something called crimes of condition, meaning like the reason why you did that and the silliness of it, it need to be impacted by the time you do in jail. If jail is the only option, because I mean, some people need to be shown the flowers. But I don't know what this dude's problem is, but I know he totally out of order and it's messed up. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is one of the strangest stories I heard in a while. And I hope his mom make a recovery. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.